Hello everyone and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG A Day 2021 edition. This is an initiative that was started by Dave Chapman 8 years ago, would you believe it, in which we talk every single day throughout the month of August about role-playing games. Today is number 6, Flavour. When we think about flavor in role-playing games, we think about the flavor of the adventure, of the setting itself, of the mechanics. I also like to think about flavor as to the aftertaste. What flavor is left in your mouth, metaphorically, of course, when we play. Because that, sometimes we forget about it when we want to run an adventure for our friends or when we want to play a character. You know, what is it that I want to remember? What flavor do we want to have when we've played this character? Do you want to have a bittersweet in which the character has done the wrong thing to achieve the right thing, or do we want to have a righteous flavor or taste in our mouth because the character's done exactly what it was meant to have, even though it's been done to their own sacrifice? It's meant to be the flavor of frustration because we haven't been able to achieve what we wanted. And this is a very difficult thing to achieve, I must admit. There is no formula, I don't think, that can be easily applied to every single situation, which is why we keep experimenting. That's why indie people keep bringing up games that offer within the same premise a different flavor. That's why you have different science fiction games that are going to give you a different experience, a different flavor to whatever it is that you want to do within the game, because designers are trying to provide with a different flavor. That's just the way it goes. There's no other way to go around it. And it is not easy. It really isn't easy. And sometimes it's worth considering, where do I want to start with this? So let's start designing our game or adventure or a session about, by the end of this gaming session, I want my friends to feel scared or to feel impotent or to feel satisfied, happy, powerful, heroic. And then you can start to build what ingredients you want to use to create that flavor. And you can think of each element as a recipe ingredient. So the flavor is going to be satisfaction. So how do you achieve satisfaction? In the army it says there's no greater satisfaction than duty well done. I think that's the way to translate it, but you know what I mean. Well, so think about what is the character's duty and how are they going to do it, and how hard should it be to do it to obtain that sense of satisfaction for having done it well enough. And everything has to have a challenge. Of course, the challenge is, at what temperature are you going to cook everything? Is it going to be a high temperature, simmering, bubbling, high boiling thing? Or is it going to be a slow, sous vide, low temperature, hours and hours and hours of cooking? That's up to you. But at least you can decide what kind of flavor you're going to end up with. But don't think that the flavor has to be the format of the action. Not necessarily. You may be able to achieve exactly the same objective and feeling using completely different formulas and ingredients. Which one is the most appropriate for your group, your adventure, and your style of game? That's entirely up to you. But if at the end of the day you get that your players are feeling exactly what you wanted them to feel, flavor. And that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'll talk to you tomorrow.